Okay, we have a working version here. And for many people, you'll just say, hey, that's fine, we got it working, that's good. Let's just test one more time to make sure that it's all working. And we come up here and we go click, click, click. And it's cranking away, and when I come up, it flashes 3 times, it turns around and so forth. Do it again. Now it's stopped actually because we only had 10 seconds that we set for our max time. I think that's right. Check, we'll see, here we go. Time max is 10, yeah. So that's all working. But there's some things that are incorrect in this code that if someone were looking at this, they would say, your professor is not teaching you properly. And that's because they're numbers that are appearing in the code. And if you were really doing this for a product, you would have these, anything that has numbers in it would become a variable. But let's just fix the weight variable, and which is 1 second. We've got it in a couple of places here. So let's make a new variable, and we'll call this, how about weight? And underscore seconds, SEC. So we'll set that equal to, instead of 1, let's set it to 0.5. Okay, so now what we need to do then is to copy that. And let's do Control C. And we'll come over here, and where we have sleep 1, we'll put in that, Control V. And we have it here. Wait a sec, Control V. And I think that's all we have. Now, if we might just test that, see if it works. So we go back to the input thing here. Okay, here we go. Click, click, click. Seems to be working. Notice how much more quickly that it works. Okay, so fine. Now that works. Now there's one other thing here we might as well do. When we're finished, we stop. And what I think I'd like to do is let's just print the time. So we do print parenthesis. Oh, let's put a label on it. Time expired is blank. And now we skip over here and make a comma, and we'll do that E time. Where is that up there? E underscore. And actually, if I press the tab key, I get the variable. So you can use the tab key for completion, and that works pretty well. So let's just try this. Let's go back to the beginning here, and we'll go run that cell, run the next cell, run this cell. Now let's see what will happen here at the end of 10 seconds. It's running, running, running. It stops. It says time expired is 10.0614. At any rate, so this is a little better. We could take an extreme approach and put in, say, for example, test distance for 5. We can do a lot of things like that. I think right now there's not much point in it, but when you build your games and so forth, you might think about this, because it's nice to have all the numbers in one place, and then you can adjust them. And especially when you're working with a physical robot, you might decide half second isn't right, or you might want to have it different for backing up and turning around and that sort of thing. And you really won't know that until you test it, and that's why if you have variables, you know that you can fix these things up at the top. Okay, so we are finished here, and I think this thing works. And if you can complete this, then we can go on to something a bit more complex.